What's it like to live as a female expat in Asia? What's the dating scene like for a dinosaur like me? And is it safe for a woman to travel around by herself in Asia? Well, if those questions or any other questions about the expatriate lifestyle are of interest to you, great to have you with me. My name is Wendy, and for more than 3 decades, I've lived and worked in 5 different countries in Asia, and I still live and work in Asia now in Thailand. And I'm coming to you from a different place today. This is not the beach. Where I am is about 640 kilometers north of where I normally live. And yesterday I did all of that driving, broken up into little parts, so that I could get to this spot. And today I've actually had to do another 2 hours of driving to get to this actual spot. So yesterday I drove from where I live up to a place called Khon Kaen. It's in the north. It's in the area in Thailand known as Issan, which is traditionally the sort of poorer sector. But I have to say it's beautiful, lots of farming, things like that. Quite close, relatively speaking, to the Laos border, and off to the other side you'll find Vietnam and Cambodia. So this is the kind of area up in the northeast, I guess. And the reason that I've come up here is because I'm a huge dinosaur fan, and everywhere I go in the world, if there's a dinosaur place, I'm going to go and check it out. And I thought it was a bit crazy that I'd never been to Thailand's dinosaur fields. So this is where most of the dinosaurs have been found. The museum itself, if I turn around here, you might just catch the name, I'm not sure, but there's a princess called Sirindhorn, and Princess Sirindhorn has donated all of the money for this really quite good museum. The downside to this museum is absolutely in the middle of BF nowhere. And the reason for that is because it's actually close to where the dinosaur fields are. So around this area, there are active dinosaur excavation sites. I'm going to go and check out one of those in a few moments, which is not too far from here, actually inside a temple, inside a wat, as is often the case. So the princess has put the museum up here because it's most appropriate, and people travel from obviously all around. How many foreigners have I seen here? I am the second foreigner that I have seen in the time that I've been here, and the other one was a guy, and he was obviously with his partner. As a solo traveler, I've been by myself. But let me give you some great news about that, because I wanted to find the excavation site. This lady is shouting. I wanted to find the excavation site because it's not actually inside the museum. I thought it was sort of very, very close, but it's not. But it's not far. It's about 1 kilometre away. And so I wasn't too sure if my ticket covered the price and how to get there. And I went up to someone and, said, I speak survival Thai. I would describe it as survival Thai. But I went up to the lady and I said, showed her the picture. And in her very limited but very kind English, and between the two of us, we worked out how to get to the excavation site. People are generally very friendly. And if you're travelling by yourself, please don't worry. I know that there are negative stories in the press sometimes about, dangerous things. Look, there are dangerous things all of the time. You need to take good precautions at all times. But yesterday there was a police check. I was stopped in a police check. Everybody was being stopped. I showed them my driver's license. They got embarrassed because they didn't know what else to say to me, and then they moved me on my way. So there's really no trouble. I'm staying in a hotel by myself. Everybody's very kind there. Please don't worry too much about traveling by yourself. As long as you take reasonable precautions, you're not carrying around wads of cash and counting it at the table, then you're going to be absolutely fine. Now, I did do a sneaky thing. They did say there were signs up that said no videoing inside the museum, which is why I'm on the outside. But while I was in there, I did video a little bit. So I'm going to include that in this video, just in case you're interested, because there's a lot of dinosaurs that are actually unique to this area. If you're into dinosaurs, you will like that. If you're not into dinosaurs, you can look away for this guy here. And so I'll speak to you in a second at the end of those clips. And so here we are again. If you've got any questions or comments that you'd like to make, if there's anything you'd like me to cover as a female expat, I've got lots of experience having done this for a long time. If you've got stories you'd like to share with me, safety tips or travel tips, please do feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to get out of the heat, go and have a nice cool drink, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.